Hello, welcome to the video series for solving quadratics. Here we're going to look at factoring and solving quadratic expressions to find values for the variable. So for letter A it says solve, and then it gives us two binomials, and then it says if there are no more solutions, separate with the commas. So to solve a quadratic equation, all we're going to do is solve each binomial. So since both of them say that they're equal to 0, we're going to have u plus 3 equals 0, and u plus 1 equals 0. So now I'm going to solve them. To get to u here, I subtract 3. So u equals negative 3. And to get to u on this one, I subtract 1 from both sides. So u equals negative 1. So my solution is u equals negative 3 and negative 1. These values are also called zeros. Okay, so when we talk about solutions to quadratics, they're also called zeros because they happen when the value is equal to 0. Let's look at letter B, solve for w. 4w squared minus 24 equals 0. So the first thing we're going to do is factor, and then we're going to solve each binomial. Let's use a different color. So we're going to factor, and then we're going to solve each binomial, and then we're going to solve. So to factor, here I have a greatest common factor, so my GCF is 4w. So that's where I'm going to start. So I'm going to take 4w, and then I'm going to be left with w minus 6 equals 0. So I'm going to take each of them and set them both equal to 0. So I'm going to have 4w equals 0, and then I have w minus 6. W minus 6 equals 0. I'm going to divide by 4 over here, so w equals 0. And I'm going to add 6 to both sides, so w equals 6. So my zeros, or my solutions for w, are 0 and 6. So in this second example, all we did is add an extra step of factoring, and then we solve. Let's look at solving for y, part C. We have y squared minus 4y plus 3. So again, we're going to factor, and then we're going to solve. So I'm going to look at y squared minus 4y plus 3. Well, here my factors are 1 and 3. And 1 and 1. So the only ones I can use. So I'm going to set it up as 1 y squared. And then I can just go ahead and put my 1 here, and I'll have 1 y squared. And I can put my 3 here. And then it's minus in the middle and plus on the outside, so I have to go minus, minus. And now, oops, these are not squared. Minus, minus, and now I can solve it because they're equal to 0. Excuse me. So I'm going to have y minus 1 equals 0. And y minus 3 equals 0. So y equals 1, because I add 1 to both sides here. And y equals 3, because I'm going to add 3 to both sides. So 1 and 3. So my solutions, y equals 1 and 3. So just remember to, when you have the quadratic, factor and solve it. When you just have the binomials, solve them. Good luck.